Hi there, darling. Welcome to the Lingerie Boutique. Is there something I can help you with? Oh, of course. Yeah, okay. So you've been here before. Oh, well, that's so nice to hear. It's nice to hear that, we helped you find some lovely pieces. Okay, so if you've been here before, do you have an account with us? Okay, perfect. Let me check. Can I have your first name, lovely? Such a pretty name. Okay, and then your last name. Okay, okay. And then the email or phone number that you made the account with. At Gmail? Okay. Perfect. Okay, there you are. So it looks like you were last year on Valentine's. Amazing. And I see that you bought a couple pieces. Very nice. We also did a measurement for you. Yeah, so if you just look at my screen, so that's your measurement that we took last time. Would you want another measurement this time, or do you think you're the same? You know what? I always recommend to get a measurement. It's free. It takes 2 minutes, and it prevents you from potentially, buying lingerie that isn't your size anymore. We might think that we're the same size, but like our bodies are just constantly changing, Yeah, let's do a measurement. Perfect. It's free, why not? Okay, wonderful. And then what are you looking for today? Are you looking for more everyday pieces or something a little bit special for you or for a partner? Okay. Wonderful. So something special. Okay. So what does that mean to you? We have lots of different lingerie. We could just do bras and panty sets. We could do nighties, bodysuits, baby dolls, you know. Okay, so definitely a set. I love a matching set, yeah. It just feels so like feminine and flirty. Okay, but okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be bras. Okay, so it could be like a baby doll and underwear as a set. Okay, perfect. And then the last time you were here was Valentine's Day, so we focused a little bit more on Valentine's colors, and then you also said you loved blue. Are you looking for any particular colors? Okay. So maybe some pinks. Of course, blacks are always, classic, classy. Okay, so not too bothered about color, but maybe something pink. Okay. I will go ahead and look for that. But before I go and look for stuff, let's go ahead and get you measured. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So I have my handy dandy little measuring tape. Isn't it cute? And then you press its nose and it goes back in. I think it's adorable. It's a little panda, little panda, little panda, little panda with a little smile. So cute, his little ears. Adorable. Okay, let's go ahead and get you measured. So first we are going to do around the fullest part of your bust. Let me just see. Okay. There we go. So write that down for the future, and then we're just going to now measure just under your bust. This is for the band size. Yep. Perfect. Before I forget, should I write that down? Okay. And then, so that's all the measurements we need for your bust. That's how easy it is. We're just going to do one more for your hips. So that way we can measure, obviously, for underwear size. Okay. And we're going around. Okay. Perfect. Okay, let me write that down. Okay, so next time you are the same size, by the way. So better safe than sorry, you know. Might as well do the measurement, but you are the same size. But I have written it down, so next time you are here, we can just go ahead and pull up your account, and it'll have your size already. Or if you wanted to order online, you could also do that. And if you forget your size, just log into your account and it'll be right there. Yeah. Okay. So now that the measuring is done, we have your size. I know what you're looking for. So let me just do a little sweep of the store, find some really cute pieces for you, and I'll be right back. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, I am back. I found some really cute pieces. We just got some of these in, and they are literally to die for. So I got a combination of bras and panty sets. I got some baby dolls and underwear sets. I also got one kind of corset-y thing that I think you'll love. But of course, whatever I show you, like, you don't have to buy any of it, but just, you know, to give you some ideas and some of the things that I think you'll really love in the store. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna go from like most everyday. I know you're not looking for everyday, but you know, things can be versatile, right? They can be really cute, but you can wear them for every day. So everyday to kind of most out there, I guess. Not even out there. You'll see. The kind of most detailed. You'll see. So the first one, I say it's the most everyday because I think you could wear it every day. It's also the most, I would say, like, comfortable and relaxed. So maybe it's not what you're looking for, which by all means let me know. But it is this bralette. It is this really cute black bralette. I picked this because it's really cute and also you could wear it like casually around the house. I love lingerie that, you know, is comfortable enough that you can just wear it like to bed or just as loungewear, because then you just feel so pretty and relaxed. Anyway, this is the bralette. It is a very deep V, so you do get a lot of sexiness from it just from that, the cut of it alone. It has this really cute lace detailing along the edge. The full thing is lace. So it is a layer of lace on top and then a layer of mesh on the bottom. So it is see-through, so that of course adds another layer of sexiness. And then we have the triangle cups. The triangle goes all the way right to your shoulder, so you get the lace all the way going all the way up. And then you have a ribbon of lace along the bottom as well, which is much more see-through because it doesn't have that mesh layer on the other side. So you get a band of really cute lace at the bottom. This lace has these pretty flowers on it. The straps, so like I said, the lace goes all the way to the shoulder. We have some really pretty gold hardware. And then we have our adjustable straps, of course, with again gold hardware. So a really cute function of this bralette is that you see this little hook right there. You can hook it to the other bra strap and it becomes a racer back now. So if you did want to wear it under shirts or whatever in life, you could wear it with a racer back shirt. So very, very versatile. And it has three hook and eye closures in the back, so lots of support. And of course the lace goes all the way around to the back. So I would say this is the most versatile option. It does have a matching panty. I couldn't find it when I was looking for it, but it's so versatile. You could wear like any black lace panty with it to be a matching set. So, what do you think? Okay, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it's a bit too everyday. If you're looking for something really like show-stopping lingerie, this is not going to be it. Totally fair. Okay, so I think some of the other options might be more your speed. They're a little bit more special, less like you can't go out in it, right? So the next one is a bra and panty set. Sorry, let me just buckle this for you. Okay, so this is the bra. It is a gorgeous, like, deep maroon color, which I think is kind of pink adjacent. I guess more purple adjacent, but I just thought it was pretty. It is obviously completely see-through, completely see-through. So you are not getting support in this. This is not an everyday set. This is definitely something you wear for a special occasion. So it is a beautiful balconette style. So while you don't get any support from padding, you do get some support from the wire, if that's important to you. And so the wire goes all the way down and across like a balconette style. Then the cup itself is just this gorgeous, gorgeous lace. So it has these flowers on it. It does have a stitching right in the middle, which gives it that kind of corset vibe. But the flowers, here, let me show you, are just so pretty. We have the little leaves, some little flowers. It's a lot more delicate than like other lace that you might see on other lingerie. So pretty. And then the lace goes all the way up again to the shoulder. So you keep that motif all the way to the top, which I think is just a really cute detail that they didn't need to add, but I think just adds a lot to the silhouette of the bra. Then the back is, of course, adjustable straps. The hardware is that same maroon color. And then, again, we have a bit of like boning here, giving that corsety vibe. And then the mesh just goes all the way around the back. And we end up with a 2 hook and eye closure. So not a lot of support, as I said, with only 2, but who needs it? Yeah, so that is the top, absolutely gorge. And then the matching panty we have here. Which is, oops, it's a little bit twisted with the tag. It is this same gorgeous lace with the flowers and the leaves, super pretty. It also has the same like scalloped edge at the top, so gorgeous. Is a thong style. So we have the mesh that goes down, and then of course we have the cotton in the middle there for comfort. But yeah, pretty simple, but obviously matches the top really well and is just a gorgeous set. So what do you think? You like it? Okay. I'm glad. Well, wait until you see everything and then you can decide which ones you like, because they do get more, more like interesting. So the next set is going to be this one. You said you wanted some pink, so I brought you this. This one is so just darling and feminine and so pretty. This, I think, is more like a princess vibe rather than like a sexy seductress vibe, but I think it's also very sexy, obviously. So it is it's a nightie and kind of a short set. I mean, I'll show you the underwear. It is underwear, but it has a little bit more like frill and detail. But so you could definitely wear it as like a night set just to go to sleep in, and it would be super cute. So the nightie top is this super pale, kind of a lilac this very just sheer fabric. It has a deep V neckline with this gorgeous lace along the neckline. Super pretty. Of course, it's down both, and then the only thing keeping this shirt together is this adorable little bow in the center here, which can be untied if that's what you're going for. But yeah, it's in a cute little bow right now. And then the lace continues down all the way down to the end of the shirt or the nightie, all the way down on both sides. And then the rest of the nightie is fairly simple. We have, of course, adjustable straps. These are super long for some reason, but you can make them shorter. We have our gold hardware, adding some luxury. And then the sheer mesh goes all the way around the back. So super cute, playful, flirty. We also have this band that goes under the bust on both sides to give it a little bit more shape. Super feminine and gorgeous. And then the bottoms are also really cute. These are the bottoms. So I was wrong when I said they were short. They're clearly underwear, but they do have a little bit of a frilly little extra detail. So these are a bit of a cheeky cut, not a thong, but not full coverage, kind of a bikini cut with just that same sheer fabric. And then we have the cotton, of course, and just sheer all around. And then, of course, the really cute part is this frill. So we have a ruched sheer fabric with that matching eyelet lace at the bottom, and it gives just a really cute skirt to the underwear. So like I said, it's super feminine, flirty, really girly, and I feel like you can't help but feel like a princess in this. Yeah. So you could just wear this to sleep. Like, you would, yeah, just feel like a royal. So cute. So, yeah. What do you think? You also like that one? Okay. Amazing. Okay, well, if you like that one, I think you'll also like the next one. It's very similar, but I would say maybe leaning a little bit more sexy rather than just cute. But it is also this kind of nighty, so it's kind of a baby doll. It's not quite long enough to be a baby doll, but that same kind of vibe. This one is, of course, in black, which I think is just immediately going to be kind of more sultry than, a light pink. But it is so gorgeous. It is a balconette style bra again, so the wire goes all the way up on both sides. The cups do have a little bit of padding, just a little bit, just a little bit. They're not like overly padded, but it does mean you get a little bit of coverage, a little bit of coverage. I don't think you're wearing this outside anyway, but if you did, not everything would be showing. And then we have this lace over the top with this gorgeous eyelet detail around the top. Super cute. We have that lace continuing in the middle and then over the other side, of course. These straps, we have adjustable black straps with, again, that gold hardware. So the top is basically like a cute balconette bra. But of course, where this gets a little bit more fun is the dress part of this. So we have this mesh fabric that flows down off of the bra, which ends in this super pretty floral lace with that same little eyelet detail. I love that. And the lace is not straight across. It's kind of in an up and down pattern, which I think is very flattering and kind of gothic and kind of vampirish a little bit, which is obviously very seductive and sultry. And then the super cute part of this is these black satin bows on both sides of the shirt, the nightie. It adds a little bit back that femininity, that kind of flirtatiousness. I think without the bows, it would obviously be a beautiful piece, a little bit more mature, but I think with the bows, it just adds that kind of like whimsy back, which is just so cute. And it is, of course, completely see-through, so very sexy. And then the back has a really cute little cutout under the strap. You only get 2 hook and eye closures for the strap, but you also do get support from the wire, so that's okay. We have the mesh going all the way around, and then the strap here, a little cutout, and then it flows down into that same sheer mesh with the lace at the bottom. Super adorable, very sexy, very cute. And then the matching underwear are very small. So the matching underwear are just going to be that same floral lace pattern with the little eyelet trim across the top. And then it's really strap. That's it. They are adjustable, which is really nice. So, you can make them bigger or smaller depending on the day. You do get a very small patch of cotton at the bottom, but all in all, pretty small pair of undies, but very cute. And under this will just be so darling. Okay, and then the last piece that I brought, or the last set that I brought for you, is actually a corset underwear set. So again, it's this light pink because you said you liked pink recently. It has kind of a straight across neckline, but in the back you can see there is actually like a balconette bra inside with this kind of mesh lining. But the neckline of the corset itself is pretty straight across. Over the top of the balconette bra, you have this ruched rose lace. So you see these little roses, and then you have some other leaves and florals in the lace, but it's completely ruched across the top, so you really get that kind of Bridgerton corset vibe. And then the straps, we have a little bow with a rose in the middle, a little rose with the bow. And these straps have a two-part strap. One side is a braid, and one side is a strap with these little eyelets on the side. They both conjoin at the top, where we have some gold hardware and of course an adjustable strap. And that's of course on both sides. We have the little bow with the rose and the braid on both sides. Then going down from the bra, we have some boning, which is what really gives you that corset vibe. So we have a couple pieces of boning, and then we have this very delicate lace with some flowers and some leaves, super romantic and Bridgerton-esque. So it goes down into a corset, and then we have the hip boning for the corset style. So it's really leaning into that romantic corset style. We have boning along the sides, and we even have boning in the back. Now the back is just that sheer fabric, except for these rounded hip panels, which have the lace, and then you get quite a few hook and eye closures. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hook and eye closures all the way down the back to really get that full corset vibe. I know, it's really pretty. It's kind of crazy how pretty it is. Yeah, so you could wear this out. I think like this top bra part is not see-through, so you could, if you wanted to like wear, a little skirt or a pair of jeans, you totally could, depending on obviously how comfortable you are with showing skin in public. The back is completely sheer and the front is completely sheer except for the bra, so really up to you. But of course, if you want to wear it as a set, we do have a set. So the undies for this set are really cute. We have that same lace with the roses on top, so you get that same rose effect. You have the eyelet lace at the top, And then you have the two bows with roses. So cute. You get double straps. So 1, 2 on both sides. 1, 2 that connect to the back. It's actually interesting because one strap is much tighter than the other, so the other will end up kind of draping down your hip, which again gives you that like romantic, whimsical princess Bridgerton vibe. So you see how this one is much looser, so it'll kind of drape down your leg in just gorgeous princess vibe. And then in the back we have another one of these cute little bows with the roses. And then it is a thong, so we have that sheer fabric going down, and then of course the cotton at the bottom. So even the panties are like so cute for this set. Yeah. Okay, so that's everything I brought for you. What are you liking? You could, of course, try all of it on, none of it on, whatever you feel like. Okay, so definitely the last one. And you also like the black one? Okay. Okay, two very different vibes, I would say. Yeah, one is like very seductive, sultry, and one is princess corset. Okay, so just those two. Okay, so we're saying no to this one. Okay, yeah, makes sense. And then no to this one. Okay. Okay, well, you can always come back for it. Or, well, you could just try it on now, and you don't have to buy it now. Okay, you'll try it on? Okay, perfect. So you go try on those 3, and when you're ready, you can go to the front desk and they will check you out. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go put in my notes what I showed you and what you liked and what you didn't like, so then next time you come in, we will have more information on what our salespeople should show you. Yeah, well, it was so lovely to meet you. I hope you love all of the pieces, and I'll see you next time. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. What a sweetheart.